Hey, folks. So we're doing, I think, day 6 here. I don't have anything in particular that I want to say today. I don't think, other than the fact that I think my training's been lacking and I'm kind of falling behind. And to resolve that, I'm just going to work harder, push harder, do more, basically. I kind of wanted to come on here and have a little bit of rant about how like science-based training is kind of bunk. And I think that applies for anyone under like 3 years worth of training. My main argument was just that, like in construction work, for example, if you're hauling shit around and wheelbarrowing and shoveling and carrying steel plates and whatever, you do that for, 3 to 6 months, you're going to be significantly more built than when you started. So beginning of the summer to the end of the summer, as an example. And you're not really following any, regiment. Now, of course, the argument here is that you still have progressive overload because as you're getting stronger doing whatever, you're going to do more of it or do it heavier or do it faster, whatever the case. And so that's all progressive overload. So that being said, it wasn't really kind of like, planned out argument or anything. It's just that I feel like people use this idea of science-based lifting as a crutch because they just don't want to work out hard enough, something dumb like that. And people need to work out a lot harder, and whatever limitation it is that you think that you're getting to, you're most likely not. It just like, if you haven't worked out for 5+ years, every single day, and if you're not like relatively jacked as fuck, with a good eating routine and so on and so forth or whatever, you're nowhere near any limitation. Like it just, I think we get too confused because we see people like, as an example, not that I want to, put his name out there, but like Jeff Nippard, and I'm not like, this isn't like coping or anything here, but like the guy was jacked when he was like 6 years old. He's got 2 professional bodybuilder parents. He's been working out for 10, 15 solid years. Yes, of course, he is at some kind of limit, and being science-based maybe makes a little bit more sense. I mean, there's going to be times where he needs to work harder, and there's going to be times where he needs to really dial in and make sure that what he's doing is very min-maxed, very efficient and effective. But any person watching Jeff is nowhere even close to him. He is a top 1% athlete as far as like bodybuilders and people understanding that sport and, health and fitness in the industry, et cetera, et cetera. Same thing goes for, anybody on roids, whether it be, all the way from Arnold all the way up to Sam Sulek or whatever, these guys are the top 1%, or even smaller in that like percentage number or whatever. They're top 0 point, whatever. And so any like normal person watching that is nowhere near that. I mean, have you been working out for, 10 years consistently, effectively? Like, give me a break. Anyways, so chances are we need to work out harder. You're not hitting any limits. And I noticed that I'm not working out very hard. That's it. That's all it is. I'm shitting on myself here. I am not working out hard. Whatever limitation it is that I think I'm hitting, I'm not. It's just a mental barrier because I'm slowing myself down and making excuses. And I'm going to stop that. Just want to say here for a second, I feel like my back looks really good. I really like being able to see, like record and see myself lately because I've never really recorded myself, always because I've been in a gym atmosphere and whatnot. But I feel like I have a pretty wide back, to be honest. I've always been told that I have wide shoulders. I don't necessarily see it exactly, but I guess, in certain instances, I have to just kind of admit that I do look a little bit wide. So happy to see that, finally. And so I don't know. Anyways, I'm just going to stop saying whatever it is I was saying. So yeah, not too much going on other than the fact that I'm going to work harder, basically. We should be getting some equipment soon, hopefully, and still just doing the same regular shit that I've been doing, so nothing's really changed. I'm going to throw some music in here and just kind of like watch this do its thing, I guess.